chosen soul. The words that are about to descend into the deepest chambers of your spirit in this moment are not just sounds, not just speech, not just inspiration. These are divine waves flowing directly from that sacred center of heaven where the direction of every corner of the universe is decided. And if you are able to hear this message right now, then this is not coincidence, not your fingers randomly landing on the right place, not some joke of an algorithm. This is a divine call governed by God Himself, a summons, a pull, a magnetic force that has brought your spirit into this exact moment. You had no idea that today would shift the direction of your destiny, what heavenly response would rise from within your soul, or which cloud your silent cry would pierce and reach. But God knew. Heaven knew. What you did today, it was small, it was simple, it was silent, hidden from the crowd, far from people's eyes. But to heaven, it was like thunder. Because today you did what the faithful do, what the lovers do, what the surrendered do, what the chosen do. You didn't tell anyone, you didn't seek praise, you didn't perform for anyone, but you did that one thing before the One, before the Almighty, before the eternal God, the thing He calls love. And the moment you did it, heaven's watchmen paused, the footsteps of angels stopped, and from the Father's throne a wave of light was released that touched the direction of your entire life, as if a divine hand reached out and began rearranging the unseen walls of your future. In that moment you didn't even realize it, but heaven reacted. That tiny heartbeat, that small yes, that hidden decision rising from your soul, it reached the courts of heaven. And God said, "This one chose me. This one did something for me when no one else was watching." You may not believe it, but today you made a decision that was enormous in the spiritual realms. Sometimes humans don't understand how a single small step can cause a massive spiritual vibration. But God saw it. And what He saw today was not just an action, it was the revelation of your heart. It was the proof of the depth of your love. It was the evidence of that loyalty which only the chosen carry. Today your soul released a fragrance, the kind that rises only from true love, and heaven recognized it. Heaven recognized you. Heaven heard that quiet voice from your heart saying, "Father, I am still yours. I still choose you." It wasn't easy. Storms surrounded you. Your mind was in conflict. Your emotions were heavy. Dust covered your dreams. Weight pressed on your heart. Your spirit was tired, and yet you chose Him. And that is why heaven has moved for you today. God responds to moments born not out of emotion, but out of surrender. He responds to those yeses spoken through tears. He responds to those decisions that nobody sees, but in which your soul's truth is hidden. Today, you did exactly that. And because of this, the prophecy being spoken over your life today is not just words. It is a divine response, a heavenly confirmation, an eternal declaration that says, heaven has seen you, heaven has accepted your obedience, and heaven has begun working for you. Chosen soul, listen. Heaven is not just aware of you. Heaven is active on your behalf. Something shifted today. You may have thought it was small, but heaven counted it as great. You may have thought it was an ordinary day, but heaven declared it a sacred day. You may have thought it was just a moment, but heaven marked it as a divine turning point. Today, you have touched heaven. And heaven is never the same after a soul touches it with genuine, pressure-defying obedience. God saw your struggle, but even more, He saw your choice. He saw your exhaustion, but even more, He saw your obedience. He saw your tears, but even more, He saw your endurance. He saw your pain, but even more, He saw your prayer, your stability, your effort. And today He spoke over you. My child, by choosing me today, you did something louder than 1,000 prayers. Today you did what real love does, silently, secretly, without display. It is that kind of love heaven never ignores. What heaven has recorded today is going to change what you see, what you receive, and what you become. You don't know it yet, but today you planted a seed for your future. Today you placed a divine seed in the soil of your destiny, a seed God Himself will water. Today you took a step that opens doors no one has the power to close. Today you made a decision that carries acceleration, and now the pace of your life is about to shift. Today you made a surrender that turned embers into fire, and heaven is now running toward you. The God who heard Abraham's whisper, who heard Hannah's prayer, who saw Joseph's faithfulness, who saw Daniel's devotion, that same God saw your decision today. And just as He lifted them, He is going to lift you. You are not alone. You are not lost. You are not forgotten. Your struggle is not wasted. Your efforts are not unheard. Your surrender has not gone unnoticed. Heaven has recognized you today. And chosen soul, once heaven recognizes a soul, that soul never walks an ordinary path again. Today, you are no longer ordinary. Today, you are elevated. Today, a new seal has been placed upon your name, beloved of God, chosen by God, aligned with God. Heaven has declared that your love is not shallow. It is deep. Your faith is not broken. It is alive. Your surrender is not weak. It is high. Your heart is not lost. It is pure. And now God is about to release everything that belongs to lovers of depth, opening doors, increasing grace, mind-changing peace, unexpected breakthroughs, divine acceleration, and blessings that require no qualifications, only a sincere heart. Chosen soul, listen. Your obedience today released a roar in the spiritual realm that has weakened chains of resistance. It has shaken mountains that stood in your path. It has loosened doors that were closed for years. It has dismantled the agenda of the enemy and shifted the spiritual direction around your life. You might think you just made a small decision in a small moment, but God says, this yes has changed the seasons of your future. Today, you didn't just plant a seed of blessing for yourself. You opened pathways for your future generations. Your obedience doesn't touch only you. It breaks generational bondage, purifies your bloodline, lifts your coming children. Today you did something that alters your lineage, that shifts the atmosphere of your home, that changes the climate of your future, that increases the power of your prayers, that grants your spirit new authority. You thought you were just fighting your mind, but heaven was watching a warrior being formed. You thought you were making a small choice, but heaven saw you entering a chosen level. You thought you were simply holding back, but heaven saw you crafting a new layer of spiritual strength. You thought you were just enduring, but heaven saw you moving toward victory. And now God is going to reward you. For He says, what is done in secret, I will reward openly. What you did today was in secret. What God will do tomorrow will be in the open. Today you acted alone. Tomorrow grace will fall on you publicly. Today you endured quietly. Tomorrow your testimony will echo. Today you obeyed through tears. Tomorrow your blessings will wipe those tears away. Today you chose God through pain. Tomorrow He will give you a joy that makes you forget pain even existed. Today you chose restraint. Tomorrow God will give you acceleration. Today you sacrificed. Tomorrow God will give you multiplied blessings. Today you did what very few people do. And that is why God is going to give you what very few people receive. Chosen soul, know this: heaven is active for you. God is reshaping your next steps. He will remove relationships that slow you. He will send opportunities you didn't ask for. He will open doors you never knocked on. He will straighten paths you never saw. He will place your name in rooms you could never enter. He will begin a season in your life where favor will follow you. The enemy will be confused. Blessings will increase. Peace will deepen. Discernment will sharpen. Your spirit will strengthen. The version of you that God hid inside you, its time has come. Today you didn't just make a decision, you changed spiritual levels. And at that new height, new grace is waiting. New doors are waiting. New people are waiting. New breakthroughs are waiting. But above all, a new dimension of God is waiting. And all of this is because today you controlled your emotions, prioritized your spirit, and chose your Lord. Today your love touched heaven. And now heaven is going to touch you. Chosen soul, move forward. Walk fearlessly. Walk knowing that your small obedience today caused a stir in heaven. God stands behind you. Heaven speaks for you. Demons fall before you. And you are becoming everything you were created to be. The wheel of your destiny has turned. From today, the season of your life has shifted. What was closed will open. What was slow will accelerate. What was stuck will begin to flow. What was broken will be restored. And what you lost will return to you double. Because God has said, "This child loves me deeply." And when heaven declares, this blessings cannot be stopped. Now rise, shine, move forward. Your soul has touched heaven today, and now heaven is about to lift you higher.